I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us.
Hello people, welcome to Ravishing Roadstar, and you guys must have understood what I'm going to show you today by the starting of the video. So let's get into action and let's not spend much time in the interior. So I'm going to cover this in two phases. So today I'm going to show you all the cosmetic mods done to the car, and secondly in the next video I'm going to show you basically there are very few things done to the engine. There's just an intake and there's an exhaust, so nothing much to go. Like I'll tell you like some things on my exhaust and on my intake and the issues which I faced, by desiring these two things in my car. So there have been a lot of issues which I faced due to my intake and my exhaust with the car and with the engine, which I'm going to obviously tell you later on. So today I'm going to show you all the cosmetic changes I've done to my car, and I'm going to take you around and I'm going to show you what costed what. So let's get to action straight away and let's not take much of time over here. So let's get going, guys. Hello everyone. So we are here. This is the Grand Titan which I'm going to review today, and this has a lot of cosmetic changes done to it, as you can see from the car itself. So firstly, as you can see from the very face of the car, that the headlights have been changed, the fog DRLs have been changed, the fog lights, the bulbs have been changed in the fog lights. So there are a lot of changes made to the car, and I'm going to take you through every change in a detailed way. So let's get going, guys. Let's get going. Okay, so guys, starting from the headlights, let me tell you that these are not the normal stock headlights which you get in the Grand Titan. These are projectors along with DRLs. Okay, so this is basically the projector. This is the DRL. This is the daytime running light. DRL as in daytime running light. So basically this is sequential DRL also, as in when you light up the indicator also lights up in its own way. And this is the projector. This has got an H1 bulb which is an HID which throws white light. So I am going to display what the light can do and what it can not do. So let's get going. Give me As you can see, guys, this is the DRL, and whenever I am switching on my indicator, this is what happens. So this is all about headlights, and coming to the fog, this is the DRL. Okay, so right now the DRL connection has been switched off from my battery because this and this are supposedly they are emitting a lot of bright light which the cops had a problem with. So this is basically an LED DRL, and the fog light over here, this is also an HID fog light. Okay, so this is the HID and this is the DRL. Okay guys, so you can see my wheels. So this is basically, this is the enforced alloy, and the brake calipers have been painted red, and apart from this my tires are more thicker. This is 185, my profile is 60, and my alloy size is 14 inches. So basically this is the stock alloy size only, like whatever the rim size, that's only the rim size. So 14 inches, and along with that 185 60 R14. These tires are Yokohama S-Drive tires, mind it. Okay, so guys, let me tell you that you see the stance looks pretty good when the tire is thick. Okay, it looks really amazing from the backside. As you can see the curve, okay, it's looking really good with the tire popping out a bit. Even though I would say that this causes little parking issues when I'm parking absolutely close to a pavement. Like what happens is, I know it, but when my dad is driving or when my driver is driving the car, he tends to scratch the alloy. So you better be careful as to who's driving the car, otherwise this is very scratch prone. You can get a scratch anywhere, okay, since the tires are a little wider. apart from this, you can see this is my exhaust. So this exhaust has a lot of story which I'm going to cover in my next video. So basically I'll tell you what the exhaust is. This is an HKS Magna Flow. So this is a free flow exhaust, as in my it has started from the very initial stage, and then I had to install the resonator because it was creating a lot of noise. So after installing the resonator, there was some problem with the power flow of the vehicle. So but now it's doing good. So I'll be telling you in detail about all these things in my next video. So apart from this, you see I have photochromatic window films. Okay, so these are basically silver at day, and at night it becomes dark, and this is 5%. Oh, okay, so let me tell you guys something, that this depends on city to city. Okay, you can't put these kind of films in Bombay, you can't put these kind of films in Jamshedpur, but in Calcutta I do get away with this. So this is not legal. So guys, before putting these kind of films, don't come to me and say that no, police caught me, now you pay the fine. So I can't do that. So these are photochromatic films as I showed you. Okay, now apart from this, my tail lights, okay, these are smoked out. These are known as smoked out tail lights, as in it looks very good. Even though this style is becoming little outdated now, people are going for the Matrix LED tail lights of Grand Iton, which are really good. So these, since this has been done in 2015, these are smoked tail lights. We don't have any LEDs or anything. These are just normal stock lights, and this has been smoked. And apart from this, all my work, all my engine related work has been done from Mad Metal, and all my cosmetics has been done from Roadstar. So let's get going and let me show you the interior of the car. Okay, so guys, we are back with the interior, and so this is actually where most of the work has been done. Let me show you. So please mind that my car is a little dirty because there's paint work going on in my house, and as a result everything is dirty. So let me start from here. Okay, so these things which you see, these orange things, this is basically done from Roadstar. Okay, these are basically seat cover material which has been wrapped over here. Since you see the stock Grand Iton has beige over here, and now black and beige looks good, but beige tends to get dirty. Even this also gets dirty, but the thing is that this looks very royal and classy. Okay, so as you can see, this has been wrapped with the seat cover material which you usually have in your car. And apart from this, this goes from the dashboard itself also. As you can see, my dashboard is also, let me just switch this off. Yeah, okay, I have this key cover as well, which I got from Amazon. So this is continuing from till the dashboard. As you can see, the dashboard also has the same material which has been wrapped, and basically all the beige parts in the car have been wrapped with this orange over here and over here, and even on the gear knob itself, the part which is here. Okay, so let me tell you something, guys. This gear knob actually comes with the Asta model. Mine is the Magna model, so I had got the black boring gear knob, which I have changed it. So this is basically the Asta gear knob which you have. This is finished in fox leather, and this part also has chrome on it, so it looks good. And apart from this, as you can see, my seat covers also have the same texture as my, and apart from this, the same thing goes in the ceiling as well. As you can see, this is the ceiling of the car. It gives a very distinctive look. Like when at first when it was done, I was literally crazy over my interior. The seats have the same material as well, as you can see. Okay, so these are my car papers. Please ignore this, and please ignore that water bottle also. This is the back part. It looks really good and really classy. Okay, so let's talk music now. Okay, so let me tell you guys, this is the Pioneer AVH 5090BT. Okay, like this is one of the top high-end models of Pioneer. So this comes loaded with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and app radio and whatever bells and whistles you want to. So as I give ignition, it slides out a little bit for user interface. So this is the AVH 5090BT, and trust me, I have been using this head unit for the past 3 years, and there has not been a single instance where I came up with a problem. Okay, the nowadays CDs have become like obsolete, but back 3-4 years back, CDs were into the market and people were still listening to compact discs. So the way you change the CD in this head unit is very attractive. Take a look. This is where it comes out, and now the magic happens. So this is basically where the CD goes in, this part, and after going in the CD, you again press this, it comes back to the original form. And apart from this, for speakers, if you say, I've got Hertz high energy components fitted into this. So I've got 2 pairs of high energy components which are basically run by a 4-channel Hertz amplifier. So my amps are all placed in the boot itself. Okay, so as you can see guys, this is the 4-channel amplifier which is powering my components, and this is my sub. It's a 1200 watt sub from Rockford Fosgate, and I know it's little dirty because as I told you that there is paint job going on in my house. Okay, so this is a mono amplifier which is basically powering this. This is the amp which powers this, and this is the amplifier which powers my components basically. You can see the interior looks really good from this angle. And that's all for cosmetics. So now I will be taking you through a detailed price walk around, what costed what. So let me start from the very beginning itself. Okay, so these headlights, the projector costed me 8,000 rupees along with the HID, and the DRLs cost me around another 6k. So that was 14,000 rupees for the pair, this and this. So
The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah.
Okay guys, so let's get to the in-depth price review of all the extra accessories fitted into my car. So let's get going. So this H1, this projector along with the HID was around 8,000 rupees, and along with that the DRL was another 6,000 rupees, since this is a sequential DRL. And my wheels were 30k, and along with that my tires were another 25k. Okay, so please don't mind the damage over there. And apart from this, my window films were, as you can see, these are mirror finish window films. So these cost me around 1600 bucks for 4. And apart from this, the smoke tail lights were around 1200 rupees for the pair to paint them. And my exhaust, we'll get to the video where I'm going to shoot the engine part. And apart from this, my bass box, my Rockford Fosgate bass box, this one was 8,000 rupees. The amplifier was another 10,000 rupees, and my 4-channel amplifier was around 9,000 to 10,000 rupees. I don't remember the exact price. And my 4 set of components which were there, this cost me near about 13,000 rupees for 2 pairs. And along with that, the 4-channel amplifier which is there at the back, this one was around 9. I told this to you about this, so it's done. And so this is all. And the interior was another 20,000 rupees along with the ceiling, I guess. Yeah. So that's all for cosmetics, guys. So we'll definitely come back for the engine review, like what all I've done to the engine and my exhaust and my intake and everything. So that's it for today, guys. So please like, share and subscribe my channel. Let my channel grow more, so you people can also get all the updates regarding everything. So stay tuned, stay safe in this pandemic. Goodbye, we'll meet in the next video again.